Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of that yucky biceps pain, all the steps you need to get rid of it fast or quick, whichever word you want to use. Stay tuned until the end because I'll show you some strengthening too to help prevent this from happening again. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love, and it would help me out if you could do so. And if you like this video, click that little thumbs up button too. So let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is actually get blood flow going through that arm. Because if you have tendonitis, or when it turns into tendinosis, which is actually when there's scar tissue buildup, you start to get lack of blood flow in there, and you need blood flow for healing. If you happen to have just injured this bicep, start with some ice and even a little rest. I know I don't say that very often, and gentle movement. This is if it's been a few weeks or a couple weeks, okay? So I'm going to pull out my Derma Edge, which actually you can even order on my website. I'm going to do a little test and see, whoa, my bicep is a little difficult too. I'm going to go right up. So I'm starting at the elbow and coming all the way up to the shoulder. You can let your arm relax. You don't have to hold it out. You're going to do this until it feels a little less bumpy. If you don't have a Derma Edge or you don't want to order one, sad, you can use the flat edge of a butter knife too at home. So I'm already starting to get actually a little red in there, which means I am getting some blood flow. So from there, I'm going to go right up to this tendon, which really is kind of in the middle of the shoulder, taking those two fingers and doing what we call some cross-friction massage. So it's not just rubbing the skin. You're actually pushing in there a little bit and going back and forth. The important part is across the tendon, okay? I am a little tender, and this might feel a little tender for you too, so if you need to ice it first, you can. But it should start to feel better in like 20 or 30 seconds. And sometimes it takes less, sometimes it takes a little more. So you're going to do this until it feels a little bit better. That's always my guideline for things. And then what you're going to do as the last part of this blood flow process, if you found some really tight, yucky spots when you were using your Derma Edge or your knife, you're going to take either your knuckle or the little edge of the Derma Edge. You're going to dig in. I know it sounds awful, right? But it does. It helps. You're going to dig in. You're going to start with that elbow bent, and then you're going to straighten that elbow out. So you're going to relax, bend that elbow up, push into that spot, straighten out. Same guideline as before, in that you want to do it until it feels a little bit less uncomfortable. So even just these first steps, if this is all you do, you will feel much better. And again, pretty quick. I usually have people start out once a day, if it's tolerated, even twice a day. And you do want to try to do it every day. I know that's a big pain in the butt, but you can do it. I know it. From there, you're going to go on to stretching as long as stretching doesn't hurt. If stretching is painful, you stick with this first routine for a little while, okay? Typically, I'm going to go from a little easier to a little harder. I'm going to kneel down. I'm going to bring my hand in back of me and just get a little stretch there. So this is a mild stretch. You can do this on the counter or on the table or on your bed or, you know, anywhere you got somewhere to put your hand. You don't have to kneel. You can stand. This is just at my height to kneel, okay? You want to hold it until you feel like it relaxes a little, 30 seconds to a minute typically. Right. From there, if that one's too easy, you don't feel a good stretch, I usually go to the wall next. So I'm going to place my flat hand on the wall. I got a little bar in the way, but you get the idea. And I'm stretching all through the front of the shoulder, all the way down actually to my wrist. Okay. Lastly, this one is way more aggressive, so just be aware of that. I'm going to show it in a couple different positions. You're going to go right onto your stomach. You're going to bend the opposite elbow. Arm is out straight. Make sure you roll that arm forward or that shoulder forward. And then you're kind of rolling onto it. Again, way more aggressive. And you get a little workout by moving around on the ground. All right, so let me show you one more time. Hand down, bent, roll that shoulder forward, press through that left hand, roll onto that shoulder. Super duper stretch, but again, ooh, that was loud. Again, if it's too aggressive, start with some of the other two. All right, so there you have it. Those are your tips right there to make you feel better really fast. And now we want to get stronger, okay? So 3 exercises we're going to do. Number 1, starting with working those rotator cuff muscles, which all surround that bicep. So if you start with your elbows right in at your side, a handy dandy band. I'll put a link below for you if you don't have these. These are awesome and I use them all the time. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and then you're going to pull just the forearms up. Do not let those elbows go, okay? Pull the forearms, no elbows, no pain either, all right? 10 to 15 repetitions of these. Once you've mastered that, you're the master, you're going to add on a little piece, okay? So I'm going to turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. Squeeze the shoulder blades. pull the forearms out, hold that position, and then you're gonna lift up. Ooh, all those stabilizers kicking in, and the bicep kicks in a little bit too. All right, that is numero dos. Sorry, I'm butchering the Spanish language. I do want to learn Spanish though. All right, last one, if we're sticking with that right arm, and again, you do not have to kneel to do those exercises, okay? You can sit or stand, whatever is comfortable. We're going to work the opposite, so the internal rotators. Again, glue that elbow to your side. If you need to use a towel so that you don't just do this, you can, that helps. But you're literally just pulling in, right? And you are going to activate that bicep a little bit too, okay? That's why these are awesome exercises to do. So there you have it. A way to make that yucky, icky bicep feel better and to strengthen all of that other stuff you need to prevent it from happening again. So thank you for tuning in today.